In July of 2012, we received a notification from the Real Estate Council of Alberta. We all did. I don't know how many people read it, but I did. And it was with regards to a rule change that's going to affect the way that we do business in the future. The change specifically is that RECA will now require written service agreements for all clients and all transactions. So translated, what that means is that we will be obligated to have a written service agreement, much like a listing agreement, signed with our buyers as well as our sellers. Now, what implication does this have on us as real estate professionals on a day-to-day basis? Well, it has a huge implication. Firstly, let's talk about whether or not the services are binding or not. The paper and the direction that came from RECA illustrates that the contracts can be exclusive or non-exclusive, which means that the client may be in a position where they have to buy a home through the person that they have signed the contract with, or they may be free to go ahead and buy the home with any other real estate professional that they choose to deal with. The only common denominator in both of those cases would be that a written service agreement must be signed, so it can be exclusive or non-exclusive. The other factor is obviously compensation. The contract does not have to include compensation, but it can. So it can include compensation from the buyer, it can include compensation from the seller, or an option could be from the seller's brokerage, and or an option could be from a combination of those sources. So a lot of things to understand, and most importantly, a lot of information for us to translate for our clients, because everybody now is going to be asked to sign a written service agreement. So how are you going to handle it, and how are you going to maximize the dollar that you receive for the work that you put in? So those are some very, very important questions. The date that RECA scheduled this change for is going to fall sometime between June and September of this year. So there's not very much time. You need to get yourself up to speed on it. So buyer written agreements will be mandated by RECA. Over the next few blogs, we're going to take a look at how to make these buyer contracts work for you and your clients. Once again, make our team